We are going to paint ourselves a happy little pumpkin today. This is my fall contribution for the painting that I said I would do on the last video that Robbie and I did together. I just have some cheap paints that I've chosen to use, although I did use this lighter color is called Apricot, and it is by a particular little paint set, and I'll put the link in the description, but it's by Gracie, and it's the Gracie Floral Colors. And I started off painting with the lighter color first, and kind of like an oval shape of a bigger center of the pumpkin, if you will. And then I took and I actually mixed the orange from the Gracie set along with this cheaper set that I had and some of the orange colors within it to paint around the sides, leaving like a thin little white line in between the pale apricot that I did in the center and the two sides that I did there in the darker color. And then I decided I would just keep adding a little bit more as it was drying to add some dimension to the center apricot color with some of the darker orange as well. Okay, and now I'm going to let it dry and then come back. So I'm back here after I've let it dry, and I've added several shades. Just keep going back in with the different colors, and at the moment now I've taken a brown, and I may have used the brown out of the Gracie set, or it could have been a brown actually from the cheaper set. I like to kind of mix the colors, and I add lighter at the beginning and kind of make it have dimension in the indentation of it, so it looks like it's actually part of the pumpkin. And once that's dry, I come in and put just a few darker highlights in that stem so that it looks even more real. And then I mixed some greens together, and I did like the green that was also in the Gracie set, the olive green, but I did mix my greens. And I like that squirrely or swirly kind of markings that vine that you get on a pumpkin. And I exaggerated a little bit, I think, because you can, it's the creative license you get as an artist. You can certainly make your own little design, and so I did. I made some curlicues, and again I used some lighter green at first as I was making my markings, and then I let it dry. I come in, maybe wet it a little bit as I made some leaves, again starting with a lighter color, and just before they were ready to dry, or were dry, I took a little darker green and added into the end of those leaves, so it has some dimension within the leaves, have some different values within the colors of the leaves, and I think it really adds to the look of the leaf. And I say make it look more realistic, but at the same time I'm all about abstract and impressionistic work. I love that. I think I would like to be more painterly. That's where you are, more free with your painting. I get stuck in between the world of what it should look like and what maybe I want it to look like, which is, certainly take a mind of its own and just kind of let it go and let him work through me. God is working through me when I paint. I know this gift is not mine, it is his. I added a little shadow because I like that look of like it's casting a shadow, and right now I'm signing or initialing it, and I do my little trademark of a heart with the cross in the center. I don't know how you sign yours, but I like to sign mine like this. And now I'll give you a view of it a little bit closer up. And I think it makes a very nice little fall piece that you could put in a tiny little frame or whatever size you paint on. And it would make a sweet addition to a kitchen, a great hostess gift if you're traveling somewhere for Thanksgiving. This would make a very sweet gift. You could even put on a verse or a piece of scripture on here, or simply thankful, grateful, blessed, thankful for the grace, And here are some choices of paints that I use. God bless.